Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. We hear a lot about what's going on in the world today, and we see people who aren't always taking full responsibility for their actions and some of the results of that. All you have to do is flip on the news or open a paper or go online and you can see those actions all the time. Our Torah portion actually has a really interesting statement this week about that. We begin the new book of Vayikra, of Leviticus, this Shabbat, and it opens with offerings, different kinds of offerings that we bring, a sin offering or a guilt offering, all of these things that seem sort of foreign at first because we don't do sacrifices anymore and it's all a little antiquated. But if you think about what they're really driving at, the issue is when you make a mistake, do you own it? Do you admit it? And what do you do with it? How do you move forward? In just about 2 weeks, we're going to be celebrating Passover. In fact, 2 weeks from tonight. And we'll gather together as a congregation and we'll celebrate and we'll retell the story. And at that moment, we'll think about the chametz that we carry in our lives and how we can get rid of some of that leavening, that extra stuff, and how we can take more responsibility. And so this Torah portion is sort of a preview of all of that. And it says, when you've made a mistake, you need to own it. So it's not enough to make a deal and spend hush money and have your lawyer take care of it. You've got to actually own what you've done and live with the results of your choices. It's hard, but it's something that we as humans wrestle with all the time. Our Torah portion directs us and says there's a way to get through this, to take responsibility for it, to make good with it, to do good for others as a result of your poor choices. All of these are acts that can help make ourselves feel more whole and more at peace and lead us back to where we want to be. I hope you'll join us for Shabbat services this Shabbat. Friday evening services are at 6 p.m., Saturday morning at 11. We'll be celebrating the bat mitzvah of May Cohen. We have Torah study at 10 o'clock before the 11 o'clock service. Sunday morning, our brotherhood is meeting, our sisterhood is meeting. Lots going on in the temple in addition to our religious school. And the following week, all sorts of different things going on, although the Talmud class will not be taking place next week. And the 24th, a week from this Shabbat, we have a special Shabbaton out of Egypt, and we're also going to be sending a group of our high schoolers to the big rally downtown talking about guns, which has become a big issue throughout our country. For now, though, I wish you, in this Shabbat, time to think through the mistakes you've made, the mistakes we've all made, and how we can make good on them. So by the time the Seder rolls around in 2 weeks, we're not carrying that extra chametz, that extra leavening with us, but instead we've released it and we're on our way to a better life. How can we give? What kind of offerings can we make that will assuage our guilt and our mistakes that we've already made? Shabbat Shalom for now. I look forward to seeing you at the temple.